What's your home address?
You take it.
What's your phone number?
That's my social security number.
I just need a date of birth and the 3 digits on the back of your credit card. Is this thing on? Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Today I have a member of Stray Tuesday and mother of Earl, John Kolar. John, how you doing, buddy?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing incredible. So the first question I want to ask you is, you're in 2 separate bands, both in Morgantown. How are Stray Tuesday and Mother of Earl different?
Well, with Stray Tuesday, I did the majority of the writing, so it always tended towards the way that I write.
So it was a lot better.
I wouldn't say that. No, and then with Mother of Earl, the lead singer, Alex Nanny is his name, he writes like a madman. He has like 100 plus songs that he's written in the past year.
That's awesome.
He's addicted to writing music. So that was nice, where we could kind of just bounce ideas off of each other, but he was coming to me with all this music. In Stray Tuesday, I was the writer for the most part. So that's how they differ, but Mother of Earl is more, I'd say heavier. You know, Stray Tuesday is more pop. Mother of Earl is more like the Strokes and like punkish rock.
Yeah,
so
definitely. The Overdale Project,
Mm-hmm.
for those of you who don't know, Overdale Project streaming on all services.
That's
Stray
right.
Tuesday debut EP. But can you tell me a little bit about like what that project meant to you and how it came to be?
Yeah, for sure. So there was 4 songs on it. Garrett and I wrote one of the songs. He's the lead singer, and the other 3 I wrote. And then also, I just graduated WVU in December. So for my last semester, I did an independent study project under Mark Benencosa, who's the music technology professor at WVU, to record that album. I did all the recording, mixing, and mastering for the album. So not only was it my first project, or the band's first project, it was my first project as a producer and mixer and everything. So just learned a ton about how to mic drums and how to get the guitar to sound good and just everything about the mix. So that was huge.
Did he like coach you through it too? Or?
Yeah, he coached me through it. He's phenomenal. He got nominated for a Grammy for a classical album he produced with the WVU faculty. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, he got nominated classical, which is way different than the stuff that he does. But in his free time, he like sings in a metal band and screams in a metal band, whatever you want to call it.
That's awesome.
But and he's really nice guy from Clarksburg area, so he's a local and walked me through all of that. So I was getting graded, but it was just a laid back thing. We'd meet every once in a while, and he also taught me about the marketing side of putting your music out on playlists and things like that. So it wasn't only the mixing and the recording that I learned about, but he taught me all about the marketing and those kinds of things too.
Yeah, well, one of the songs, I can't remember which, hit over 10,000 plays, so congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, Make Believe did. So that was the first song, the single we released, and that's the one that Garrett and I co-wrote, but we're proud of that one for sure.
Werewolves of Indiana, debut single, released by Mother of Earl, available on all streaming services. Go stream it. It's a great song. We just listened to it in-house, and we all had a great time. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what that song meant to you or the band as you guys made it?
Alex wrote the song. He's the lead singer. Ross approached him and said, I think we should write a more southern rock song, and this is what came out. So I don't know if you'd call it southern rock, but compared to some of the other stuff, that's kind of where it was going. But Alex wrote it about being drunk and blacking out and how people sometimes don't like it when you black out. And so that's basically what it's about.
The lyrics definitely make more sense if you know that,
right?
Because he's pretty, and if you don't know that, he's just like self-deprecating. But
right.
If you do know that, he's like, it's more of a warning than anything else.
Exactly. Watch out! I don't know what I'm gonna do. Right? Exactly.
Yeah. So there's a lot of speculation about where the name Stray Tuesday came from. Can you elaborate on it, or is it still behind closed doors?
No, sure. I'll tell you. I don't know why. We put out we came up with a list of like 150 names.
Oh my gosh.
Something ridiculous, like variations of streets that we grew up on or last names, and like I remember one, it was socks with sandals. That was one of my favorites.
That's good.
But I don't know, I really like Tuesday for some reason. And I was driving to rehearsal, and I don't even think it was a Tuesday, but I really liked Tuesday, and a stray cat ran in front of my car, and I was like, it might be a Sunday, but I like Tuesday anyway, so let's do it straight Tuesday. And then they didn't really like it as much, but then it kind of caught on because it was like the easiest one to say, the easiest one to spell, short enough, kind of catchy.
Rhymes a little bit.
Yeah.
And the lore also.
Yeah.
Because it's like, when I hear it, I'm like, where did that come from? So.
Right. Well, and then Jems, after the fact, we had already been named the band for a month or two, and he was like, I hate Tuesdays. He was like, that's why. He's like, it's a stray day in the week that I just can't stand. I was like, that works too.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with a cat that ran in front of my car.
Right. I don't know why he hates Tuesdays, but
yeah,
they're all
go
right.
Mondays, am I right? So, off camera, you were talking about a little bit about how Mother of Earl started. Can you elaborate a little bit
Sure.
more
So,
about that?
Ross Weedman from Morgantown.
Did he go to University High?
He went to Morgantown.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sucks. But yeah.
Yeah, seriously. But I grew up playing with him, against him in sports and things like that. And he was always into drumming, but like didn't take it as seriously growing up. His older brother is phenomenal, jazz drummer, so he learned a lot from him. But Ross really wanted to start a band probably around September 19. And he put up some flyers on campus at WVU, and then Alex had just transferred, who's the lead singer, from Syracuse.
Oh, wow.
And he found the flyer, was trying to make some music, so he didn't really know anybody down here. He had a few friends, but then he got Ross's flyer, and then they put a band together, started rehearsing. They went through probably, I think I'm like the 7th member of the band.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm the 6th, and then Milo's the 7th. So, and like they had a handful of guys, and then it was the 4 of us, not with the current bassist, and then we ended up kicking him out to get the bassist that I knew. His name's Milo. He's just a phenomenal musician. He is in music therapy here at WVU, and his primary instrument is the upright bass.
Okay.
So he plays in ensembles here, and I met him in men's choir at WVU. So
That's cute.
Yeah, super cute. We held hands and stuff. But yeah, so we met in choir, and he's just really easy to get along with, and
Yeah.
he's got a 1-year-old son, so we call him Daddy.
Bad dad. Were you the one that started Straight Tuesday, or did it come from somewhere else?
Yeah, I started it because I met Jems in the dorm freshman year.
Okay. He was like one of the RAs at my dorm.
Yeah, he was an RA in honors for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, we lived in honors together, and then I don't know how we met, just in the dorm, and we would make music together. We ended up playing like a Fratellina wine mixer freshman year together. It was funny. We got paid, but then our tip jar got stolen, so it was like an extra $100 we didn't have. But that was a lot of fun. So we had been playing music together. He was on the drum line too. Was captain of the drum line at least 1 year, maybe 2. He's so damn good at the drums. But yeah, I put it together. And then I had played in a band with Craich, the bassist, in high school. Frank Witt was our drummer. He's the drummer in Marjorie Gardens and Intoxicated Zen.
Okay, yeah. Intoxicated Zen is great.
Oh yeah, they're so good. And Frank's drumming he's the best drummer in town. Well, Jems and Frank are probably the same. Yeah. But Frank plays like 8 hours a day. He
just loves it.
Oh, he's just pumps it out. He's so good. But we were in a band in high school. Craich, Frank, and I.
Yeah.
And
then how did you guys get Garrett?
Yeah, Garrett. Garrett and I would come back drunk from the bars all the time and just sing and play music because he's into the guitar and singing.
Yeah.
I love his voice, so I was like, Garrett, let's do something. And that was it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he can hit high notes for sure.
Yeah,
he's super talented.
Yeah.
A new single from Mother of Earl, Oklahoma. on all streaming services, I'm
That's
assuming.
right. Yes.
Tell me about that song.
Sure. So Alex wrote this one as well. It came to him in the middle of the night. He woke up. He like dreamt about it, and then just woke up, wrote it down, recorded it. So it was an acoustic song, and then so there's no drums on it, no bass. So it's only Alex and me on the recording. But Alex recently has been doing a decent amount of live streams. And that was by far the most popular song, and we had done it live a couple times too. But after he saw how popular it was with the live streams, he was like, "Let's get this out." And then he just sent it to me. I did the mix real fast and added a couple things, and we're like, "Yeah, we might as well put out another single." So he was considering putting it out under his own name because he has a Spotify page and has his
like
solo album out. Yeah, he put one out like last year.
You were planning to leave the country, but that's been postponed. So now can we expect like a fuller length project from Mother of Earl, or are you just going to do singles? Right, so we are working on an EP right now. So it'll be 6 songs now, the 2 singles that we'll have out, and then another 4. So I'm hoping to get it out by the end of August. Just depends on how quickly we can mix it. Most of it's recorded, but it's on me to just sit down and mix it. Yeah.
And then Stray Tuesday has a couple of songs we want to put out. I was working with James yesterday on some new stuff, so we're going to try to put something out probably by the end of the year, another EP. And then James and I are also trying to start our own duo thing.
Yeah.
We don't have a name yet or anything like that, but we're going to start making some stuff.
Yeah. Well, you got a list of 150.
Yeah, 150. I tried to find that list the other day. I couldn't find it.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
such a waste.
That's fine. I'll think of them again. But we're trying to make, I don't know if you've ever listened to Surfaces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They're huge now.
They're so good.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Right, they are. I just saw they were like just hit top 100 most listened artists on Spotify.
Wow.
Something. They're huge.
They're that big.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But we're trying to make some stuff like that where it's just like a mixture of kind of like pop hip hop beats with more pop vocals. I guess. But I don't know. I just made a Google Doc earlier of some names to come up with. But if you got any ideas,
I'll keep that in the back of my mind. Sure. Oh my. So full length project coming from Mother of Earl.
Yeah, we also don't have an EP name yet, so if you got it.
Yeah. Dude, I don't work for you. Figure it out yourself.
You're right.
So you're the main writer for Stray Tuesday. What do you do when you get like writer's block?
I'll just listen to songs that I really like. So I guess if I was writing for Mother of Earl or if I'm writing for Stray Tuesday, I'd probably listen to different artists, but I'll listen to a bunch of different songs and then I'll just completely rip them off. You know, I'll just write down every single lyric that I like on a sheet of paper and then I'll just like look at those and then. No, I won't completely rip them off, but
I can't wait to get like an email. They're like, "Hey, that guy you got on your show, what's his name?" It's an email because we got problems.
Yeah, so I mean that's what I do. It's like, oh, that's a cool idea. They like made that feeling colorful, or I don't know what they did. You know what I mean? They just said a cool lyric, and I'm like, that's a good idea. What can I do from there? So most of the time, in general, when I'm writing a song from scratch, if I'm sitting down at the computer, not necessarily with a guitar, and I'm like laying down all the instruments on the computer, I'll have a song in mind. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna make this one sound like this one, but automatically off the bat, it just sounds different. Yeah. You know, it's like, and then the lyrics flow differently. You get a different melody. It's like,
yeah. Well, most people don't have the like technical knowledge that you have. So, in your opinion, it might like sound similar, but to a pleb like me, it's like, oh, that sounds completely different.
Maybe, I don't know.
With the virus and all that stuff, and everybody being spread out, has that like given you kind of like room to be more creative? Because I feel like if you're creating all the time, then you kind of get like blocked up, and you're like feeling more of like a pressure.
Definitely. The virus, I guess, did free me up to be more creative, but it also like I didn't have as much motivation.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, before when we were gonna have an EP release show, it's like that's a definite date that I need to have this done by. But now, like, the future is just so uncertain for anything.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I just wake up at noon every day, and then if I feel like mixing or feel like recording, I do. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's the main thing for me with the virus. I need to find more motivation. I'm getting better at it,
But like with like, I mean, you guys have obviously been creating a lot. Has
Mm-hmm.
it given you like somewhat like anxiety? Like I want to put out music, but I can't because we don't have like the
right,
tools to do so.
Right, and it's like, especially when the virus first started, and I hadn't seen any of the band members in a month or two, when I was used to seeing them at least once a week, usually more. Yeah, it's definitely anxious because we had so much that we could have been doing if we weren't at risk.
So chord progressions, all that stuff, all the music, not all of it, but most of the music theory stuff. Whenever people are putting out music and they don't have that knowledge, do you notice that?
Sometimes, but like your standard pop song is like the same 4 chords all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like once someone knows those 4 chords, it's like sure you can do a lot with it. And like really anything you listen to, like it's always the case. There's some comedians, they're Australian, and they do like a 10-minute bit. They play music and they play the same 4 chords over and over again. They just change the lyrics and the melody.
Yeah.
And it's just every single popular song you've ever heard.
Well, there's that video of Ed Sheeran he's like on a talk show,
Mm-hmm.
and they give him a guitar. He's like, name any song on the top 100, and they're like scrolling through. They're like number 87, blah blah blah, and he's like, okay, yeah, here you go, boom boom boom,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, and they're like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, right. And it works. I mean, it's a nice chord progression, so it's like, and people are used to hearing it, so people like it. So I wouldn't say it's obvious I can't obviously tell if they don't have theory background.
Yeah.
Because it's like, maybe they do have the most complex theory background, but they know that this 4 chord stanza is going to sell.
Yeah.
So they just do it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not easy to tell just by listening. But if I hear a song that's like weird but cool, like in its harmonies, and the way that it changes, then I know that like these guys are like, they know what they're doing. They're calculating what chord to go to next and stuff, you know?
Yeah. One of my friends talked about non-rhythmic music, and he's huge. He was in band UHS.
Yeah.
Super smart guy. He's like a math major.
Yeah.
But he was talking about like, if you don't know anything about music, you're gonna hate this.
Oh,
but I love it because it's like so detailed, and stuff like that.
Right. And that's true too. Like as I learned more theory, my taste definitely changed in music. So
what did you appreciate more?
definitely like more. I liked jazz a lot more because that's more complex.
Jazz isn't good. Just sing the right notes.
Yeah, there's some saying it's like, if you play 2 wrong notes in a row, you suck. If you play 3 wrong notes in a row, it's jazz.
Straight Tuesday, you said you guys have more music coming out. Why don't you elaborate a little more?
Sure. This is my Straight Tuesday head, the taco.
Ricky's
Ricky's
on it.
Yeah. So it says Straight Tues on the back.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Plug it. Link in the description.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
But Taco is one of our songs. So I think we're going to try to put that one out because I was always a fan favorite. Ricky's is another fan favorite. We should probably put that one out.
For sure. Give the people what they want, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't hide anymore, Ricky.
And then, the other ones, at the EP release show, there was one new song that we played. It's called Shine. That one will be coming out. And then 2 new ones that no one's heard yet.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll be available.
Awesome.
So, but I'm also mixing and stuff. If anyone listening wants my services.
Oh, yeah. John Kolar available for mixing services. We'll plug your Instagram and stuff. How should they contact you?
DM me on Instagram.
Okay, so stream Werewolves of Indiana by Mother of Earl.
Yes.
Incredible. Their debut single. Stream Oklahoma by Mother of Earl. New single.
Yes.
Stream the Overdale Project by Straight Tuesday.
Yes.
They also have new singles coming out, so be on the lookout for those. I'm Sam, this is John Kolar, and you guys take it easy.
We might have to do this one again if you don't want all my ums.
We can also cut those out directly, so.
Okay.
Oh my.